just like for a lot of queers, they might be the only queer person in their family, so that family occupies a very particular location in terms of identity. The similar things happen with disabled folks, and that most people with disabilities don't have disabled parents. And so finding a disability community and a disability identity is something that people have to do beyond their family units. So Chambers went to the Rocky Mountain Women's Healthcare Center for alternative insemination. But after 3 cycles of treatment, the clinic informed her that they could no longer work with her because, quote, they had concerns about her ability to safely care for a child. Chambers is blind, and the clinic felt like her blindness posed a threat to the welfare of any future child. So what they told her was that until she could provide an assessment, a written assessment from an occupational therapist that said, yes, she is qualified to have a child, then they would no longer see her in the clinic. Chambers filed suit under the ADA and Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act, claiming that they were legally discriminating against her on the basis of her disability, because sighted women were not required to provide documentation that they could safely care for any future children. But in November of 2003, the U.S. District Court in Denver found in favor of the defendants, deciding that the clinic behaved appropriately in questioning Chambers' fitness. Chambers' race, she was African American, and her sexual orientation, she was lesbian, may very well have factored into the clinic's decision not to treat her. But the clinic's spokespeople and legal staff and all the media stories focused exclusively on her status as a blind woman. An article in the Denver Post made no mention of her race or sexual orientation, and other news reports on the case followed suit. So given sort of a long history in the United States of seeing disability not as political but as medical, I think the exclusive focus on her blindness guaranteed that the case would be understood by the public, not as a matter of discrimination, but as a matter of common sense and child protection. Their story challenges the feasibility of technological promises of an amazing future in which impairment is cured through genetic and medical intervention, thereby resisting a compulsory able-bodied heterosexuality that insists upon normal bodies.